stop making babies with women that ain't your wife. We give all this shit to the baby mamas. Ain't shit cool about being a baby dad. Y'all need to learn this at a young age, bro. As a baby dad, you are at mercy to the baby moms. It's not fair. No, it's not. But this is how this shit go. And the reason why you wait to have a baby with a woman that is your wife is because a wife submits to you. Okay? And submission has nothing to do with control. It's all about respect. And my boy, respect is the best gift a woman can ever give to you. It's not love. It's not accessibility. It's not sex. It's respect. And respect is simply loyalty and consideration. Loyalty, not just in the sense of she won't cheat on you or dog you out, but loyalty in the sense of she gonna have your back in rooms that you not in. This nigga G been getting dragged on the internet, boy. I'm talking about folks all over his head. Hallie ain't said one thing to defend his nigga. Respectfully, she ain't got to, nigga, not her husband. Consideration is the other half of respect, and it's so slept on, bro. But consideration is simply a person thinking about you before they make a decision because they know it's going to impact you. Okay, they're gonna keep you in mind before they do shit because they care about how it makes you feel, or how it makes you look, or how it impacts your life. In this situation, if Hallie was considerate of how DDG feel, she wouldn't even think of using the kid as a pawn or holding it against him because she know that's gonna get his head up. But respectfully, that ain't your wife, twin. She don't gotta be loyal to you. She don't gotta be considerate of your ass. And this ain't one-sided, bro. A bitter baby mom, a bitter baby dad, that is a prison sentence, twin. But these folk ruin your life. Dad is that serious, man. Stop. Get married first, bro. Both of y'all, women, man, get married first.
Sad, because this is many of your realities too. Many of you are going through the same thing probably. People that grew up in a single parent household will understand what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? And there's so many videos bashing the guy for posting his kid online. If he didn't post his kid online, you guys will say he's a deadbeat dad. If he does post his kid online, oh, he's just using his kid for attention. Bro, how does the guy win? And you guys are complaining he's with these women on streams and shit. When you start making them pay that child support, how do you think he's gonna afford it? Like, you knew he was a content creator when you had sex with him, bro. While you were together, you guys were recording videos together. You knew what you were getting yourself into. Why is it that him putting his child on the internet is a problem? I don't, you see what I'm saying? Like, am I slow? Because everyone is saying, why is he bringing it to the internet? If he takes it to court, let's be real, you and I both know he's going to lose. He's a man. He didn't carry the baby for 9 months. You're obviously going to give the mom primary custody of the kid. The system isn't built for the man, the black man to be exact. I'm not getting pissed off, this is not my kid, but it's annoying me because many of us see this in today's society, where one parent is putting in all this work, the other parent probably isn't there, sometimes not by choice. All the women are bashing the poor guy, like, let him be, bro. He wants to be a part of his kid's life. How many times do you see that nowadays? He actually wants to be a part of his kid's life, and you're bashing him for it, saying he's looking for attention, he's looking for clout. When they took, what's his name, Halo to Kai Cenat's stream, didn't Hallie come on the internet about it? She went to Twitter, of all places. Twitter. Not even Instagram. Twitter. Why is no one talking about that? If he wasn't being a dad and you're talking about it on the internet, still to me that's mad, because like, sort that out with him. Take him to court, do something. But he's doing this because it's his last resort. Taking her to court would not help him in any way. He's rich. Do you know how much child support he'll be charged? And this foolish wallad in front of me is talking about maybe she's realizing how much of a cornball he is. She ain't realized that before letting him put his dick in her? Bro, this whole parent stuff, it takes two to tango. To have a kid, it takes two parents, not one parent. If one parent could raise a child alone, then the child will turn out stable mentally and in every other way be okay. If one parent could have single-handedly done it, God would make us all asexual probably. We could all have our own kid and live happily ever after.
Is DDG a good dad for bringing his custody issues with H. Bailey to the internet? Or is there another way? DDG and H. Bailey's dispute raises a crucial question. How can parents prioritize their child's well-being amidst personal conflict? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Black Tea Podcast. Today, we're diving into a sensitive topic that's been making waves online, the custody dispute between DDG and Hallie Bailey. As always, we'll approach this discussion with a Christian perspective, focusing on the principles of family, responsibility, the importance of resolving conflict privately, and the impact of our actions. I've seen the clips and the commentary surrounding this situation. It's clear there's a lot of frustration and pain on both sides, but what can we, as a community rooted in faith, learn from this very public disagreement? How can we apply biblical principles to understand and navigate such challenges? First, let's talk about the treacherous role of the internet. DDG has taken to social media to express his concerns about not being able to see his child. While I understand his frustration, airing grievances online rarely leads to resolution. In fact, it often exacerbates the situation. As Christians, we are called to resolve conflict privately, seeking wise counsel and mediation when necessary. Social media is not a biblical tool for conflict resolution. It is more likely to incite further attacks and bullying from supporters, as has already happened in this case. The internet also never forgets, and their child may see this one day. This brings me to my second point, the critical importance of responsible fatherhood. Many people online are praising DDG for wanting to be involved in his child's life. And while that is commendable, wanting to be present is only the first step. True fatherhood requires consistent effort, sacrifice, and a willingness to put the child's needs above one's own desires. It means working with the mother, even when there is disagreement, to create a stable and loving environment for the child. DDG seems to feel like a nanny. Ultimately, a father's rights are curtailed the moment he and the mother are no longer in a committed relationship. The father is at the mercy of the mother's decisions. Now, let's prayerfully consider Halle Bailey's unenviable position. She has faced immense public scrutiny and even hatred, particularly after being cast as the Little Mermaid. The internet can be a brutal place, and it's understandable that she would want to protect her child from that negativity. As mothers, women often have a protective instinct, wanting to shield their children from harm. However, co-parenting requires open communication and a willingness to compromise. Some suggest that she may be using the child as a pawn, but it is also not required of her if she is not married to the father of her child. Another crucial issue that we need to address head-on is the foundational concept of respect within families. A wife must respect her husband through loyalty and consideration. Consideration means thinking about how your decisions will impact others. However, in this case, the two are not married, so this standard does not fully apply. This underscores the importance of marriage as a covenantal relationship built on mutual respect and commitment. Next, let's discuss the appropriate and necessary legal avenues available. Several commentators have pointed out that DDG should pursue legal channels to establish his parental rights and create a formal custody agreement. This is sound and practical advice. While going to court can be stressful and expensive, it is often the most effective way to ensure that both parents have clear guidelines and expectations. It allows a judge to make decisions based on the best interests of the child, rather than on fleeting emotions or the pressures of social media. Another incredibly important lesson for us to learn from this situation is about thoughtfully navigating co-parenting relationships after a breakup. Co-parenting relationships can be incredibly complex and emotionally charged. Ideally, parents should strive to prioritize the well-being of their children above all else, shielding them as much as possible from the inevitable conflict. Finally, let's soberly reflect on the potentially devastating long-term impact of these decisions and actions. The raw and unfiltered clips of this painful dispute will likely remain online for years, if not decades, to come. Halo, their child, may one day see these videos and read the often vicious comments. As parents, we must be ever mindful of the messages we are sending and the example we are setting for our children. Our words and actions have far-reaching consequences, not just for ourselves in the present moment, but for the lives and futures of our children as well. As a final word, it must be said that the instability of the parents' relationship is the root of these issues. It is always best to get married before having children. So, what's the ultimate takeaway from this difficult situation? This very public dispute serves as a stark reminder that family disputes should always be handled with the utmost care, discretion, and an unwavering focus on the long-term well-being of the child involved. The often toxic environment of the internet is simply not the appropriate place to attempt to resolve deeply personal and complex family conflicts. Instead, we should consistently seek wise counsel from trusted mentors, pursue appropriate legal avenues when necessary, and always strive to act in a way that honors God, upholds biblical principles, and protects the precious sanctity of our families. It is also a powerful reminder to get married before having children. Thank you for joining me on the Black Tea Podcast. I pray that this discussion has been both helpful and thought-provoking for you. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with others in your community. And as always, may God bless you and richly bless your family.